TBD. But we will likely find out after the results of tonight's match. Let's go ahead and meet the starters. First of all, for the road team, Lake Mills. Number 1 is a 5'7" junior libero / outside hitter, Reagan Ham. Number 6 is a 5'5" senior right side and outside hitter, Avery Eastfold. Number 7 is a 5'8" sophomore outside hitter / DS, Cora Sauer. Number 8 is a 5'10" senior outside and right side hitter, Hannah Sterenberg. Number 9, a 5'6" senior setter / DS, Tenley Kessler. Number 11 is a 5'9" senior right side hitter / setter, Natalie Larry. And number 12 is a 5'10" senior middle and outside hitter, Bailey Dagstad. So some versatile positions that the Bulldogs have coming in here tonight.
A senior, number 6, Avery.
And now for the home team, Appleton Parkersburg. Number 2 is a junior 5'10" outside hitter, Colby Wangsness. Number 3 is a 5'6" senior DS / libero, Emma Wolf. Number 4 is a 5'7" senior setter, Bella Boozman. Number 5 is a 5'10" junior middle and right side hitter, Ava Eddy. Number 8 is a 6' senior outside hitter, Peyton Kloster. Number 9 is a 5'10" junior middle hitter, Zoe Eulenhop. And number 16 is a 5'7" senior libero, Adria Niemeyer. Last time these teams met was in this same round back in 2020. Lake Mills came in here and earned a 3-0 sweep of AP. A match that a lot of Falcon fans would certainly like to forget, so we will leave it at that. And then they met in a regional final in 2012. Also happened to be a Lake Mills victory. So that one was a little bit closer, 3-2 in the regional final. And the teams will meet yet again. Pretty much they've only ever met in postseason play. We will have our national anthem and then our first serve coming up right at about 7 o'clock. You're listening to High School Playoff Volleyball on your home for local high school sports, 104.9 KLMJ.
Heidi Boosman, Mallory Hykins, and Libby Jansen. Please stand as the national anthem is sung by the Select AP Women's Ensemble.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's almost time for tonight's regional semifinal here in Class 2A Region 5. Number 5 and 2A Appleton Parkersburg taking on Lake Mills. Both these teams are 2 wins away from the state tournament. Winner goes to the regional final on Wednesday night against either number 12 and 2A Sumner Fredericksburg or Osage. We'll update you on that one as we go along throughout tonight's broadcast. Adrian Niemeyer is going to serve it from right to left as I see it from my courtside broadcast location. The ball is in the air and we are underway. A diving serve receive is made by Lake Mills, and it's down to the back line, and a point to Lake Mills. Avery Eastvold with the kill, and that is how we get underway. Falcons trailed 1-0 to Ogden back on Wednesday night as well. Didn't prove to be too much of a hole to climb out of as the Falcons came back to win that one easily. Here comes a serve by Lake Mills. Set to the left side. Here comes Closter trying to put it away. The dig goes up over the air, out of bounds, and a point to AP. And Peyton Closter picks up her first kill of the match. One of the big-time hitters for this Falcon program. We are tied up at 1-1. Boozman is back to serve right now for the Falcons. Here it comes, angling toward the right side of the court. And Lake Mills not able to return it. Natalie Leary came flying over to the right side, tried to keep it in on the jump, but she hit it under the net, and AP leads it 2-1. Closter 345 kills on the year entering tonight. Here comes another serve by Boozman. This one angles toward the right side of the Lake Mills court, and it's pushed over on a overpass by Larry. In the middle, Ava Eddy puts it into the block, and Lake Mills, oh, it's going to be a kill. Ava Eddy puts it into the blockers, and they say it's a net violation against Lake Mills. So 3-1 is the Falcon lead right now, and another serve coming up from Boozman. Here it comes from right to left. That lands on the line and inbounds. Angle to the right side, and Boozman picks up the service ace. And the Falcons lead it 4-1. This AP team has been a great ace serving team. The ball flew all the way out into the hallway. No one could get after it. Boozman 51 aces now on the season, serving at a crisp 92% on the year. And it'll be Boozman to do it once again. This one angles left, and that one flies out of bounds. After it was played by Larry's, a second ace in a row by Boozman, and it's 5-1 Falcons. Well, that'll do if you're AP. Nice way to get this thing rolling back-to-back service aces. Let's see if Boozman can do it again. Here it comes. Up into the air, playable for Larry. Up to the left side, smacked over the net by Lake Mills with Eastvold. Now set to the right side, here comes Jensen Closter, fresh into the lineup. Doug in the back row of Lake Mills. Larry puts it into the blockers. Eddy and Peyton Closter rise up and smack it down for the Falcons, and they lead it 6-1. A timeout has already been called by Lake Mills. The Bulldogs can sense the pressure, trailing 6-1. Falcons off to a great start here in this regional semifinal.
Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate provides the service you expect. With over 50 years of experience, they are available to assist you with all your insurance and real estate needs. Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate is your local agent, helping protect what's important to you.
Number 5 in 2A, Appleton Parkersburg 6, Lake Mills 1 here in set number 1 of this 2A Region 5 semifinal. Stoked you're able to be with me on 104.9 KLMJ and the Falcon Activities Network. Shout out to Kelly Eilers for getting that set up as well. Here comes Bella Boozman serving from right to left. Playable on the left side of the court for Lake Mills. Smacked over the net by Eastvold. Up toward the middle, a soft tap over by Eddy, and it's dug by Eastvold. Now a tap from the center by Dagstad of the Bulldogs. Softly tapped on the left side by Peyton Closter. Puts it down right in front of Kessler, lunging down to the knees, and Closter picks up her second kill of the match. And it is 7-1 Falcons. Boozman continues to serve. Lake Mills scored the first point. It's been all AP since. This serve angles to the right. Right on the sideline, it's playable for Lake Mills. Pushed over the net with two hands by Larry. Up into the air, right side smack. Jensen Closter, swiping dig in the back row. Shot in the middle, tapped over softly by Dagstad. High set to Closter, and she free balls it into the net. And that puts an end to the 7-point AP run. 7-2 is the Falcon lead right now. But a fantastic start, a fantastic run by AP, a 7-point run here early in set number 1. That serve sailing to the back row by Lake Mills, but it's playable for AP. Closter on the left side, fires down the kill. Leary could not get the dig. Hot off her hand, and Closter is back to serve right now. '82 service aces on the season for Peyton Closter. That leads Class 2A. Set to the right side here for Lake Mills. Softly tapped over by Eastfold. Now to the right side, Jensen Closter. The set was a little out of bounds, but it's going to be a point to Lake Mills because they said that Closter put it outside the antenna. So a little bit of confusion here as to why that's a Lake Mills point. The up ref said it went outside the antenna. Coach Klesby's off her feet looking for an explanation as to why that wasn't ruled a kill. So 8-3 is the score right now with AP in front. And Lake Mills is going to serve her right now with Eastfold going from left to right as I see it. We'll get our colors of the game here momentarily. Wangsness receives the serve up into the air. Now she gets the set on the left side over top the blockers of Lake Mills and playable for the Bulldogs. This one is tapped down for a kill. Cora Sauer after it was ricocheted by a couple Falcons over on their right side of the court. AP's going with the black jerseys tonight with red numbers in text with silver outlines, black shorts. Meanwhile, Adrian Niemeyer, the libero, a white jersey with black numbers in text and red outlines and black shorts. Closter from the middle, that's Peyton Closter. It's dug back over the net by Lake Mills. Here comes Jensen Closter. Big time shot is dug and kept alive by the Bulldogs. And it's put out of bounds, an attack error by Sauer. 9-4 AP. Lake Mills going with purple jerseys. White numbers with black outlines. Yellow text with no outlines and black shorts. Libero's got a white jersey for Lake Mills with yellow numbers and purple text. Boozman on AP's side of the court, sets it up for Wangsness, pushes it over toward the back row, tipped in the back by Lake Mills, and it's a kill for Wangsness. And the Falcons lead it 10-4. AP had a 7-point run early on in the set after Lake Mills scored the first point. Here comes a serve from Eddie, angles toward the back row, lofted up in the air, and it's going to be a behind-the-back free ball over the net for Lake Mills with Dagstead. Uhlenhop in the center, swings and fires it down for a kill into the Lake Mills blockers. Zoe Uhlenhop, one of the more efficient hitters on the year for AP. 369 is the efficiency. That is really solid. Means you don't misfire all that often. Here's a kill on the right side of the court by Kessler of Lake Mills, and it is 11-5 Falcons. Over on 99 The Wave, number 4 in 2A Dyke New Hartford is hosting Hudson in a 2A Region 4 semifinal. Lofted up in the air. Here comes a tap over the net by Wangsness on the left side. Dumped over the net by Lake Mills with Kessler. Now it's pushed over with two hands on the dump by Jensen Closter, and that is a point to the Falcons. Also locally, number 10 in 2A Grundy Center is hosting Emmetsburg tonight in a 2A Region 6 semifinal. The other semifinal in that bracket, number 6 in 2A South Hardin, is hosting Ridgeview. Right now, AP leads at 12-5 in set number 1 over Lake Mills. And here comes Wolf to serve. Fires it over the net from right to left. And an attack on the left side goes into the blockers. Uhlenhop and Boozman combine for it, and it's 13-5 AP. Emma Wolf battling some illness here over the last week or so, but is back to full speed tonight. And she's one of the players that Falcons are going to need. Here comes a serve again from Wolf. Set up toward the middle of the court, launched toward the back row, and it's dug by Peyton Closter high up into the air. Soft tap over the net by Uhlenhop, but it is enough to record a kill. Lake Mills not able to react to it. That was some good placement for Zoe Uhlenhop, and the Falcons lead it by 9, their largest lead at 14-5. Student section is on their feet. Not much of a student section for Lake Mills. Their crowd about 30-ish% of the way full, at my estimation. Right side attack, that one lands just inbounds. It's going to be a point to Lake Mills. Cora Sauer rises up, puts it down all the way across the court from right to left. They got the top row of bleachers pulled out here in the AP gym as well. Expecting a big crowd, and they certainly got it. Boozman, a high set to the left. Wangsness, a big shot. And Kessler not able to keep it in play. Wangsness with the kill for the Falcons, and she goes back to serve. AP leads it 15-6. And another timeout has been called by Lake Mills. Number 5 in 2A, Applington Parkersburg 15, Lake Mills 6 here in set number 1. You're listening to High School Playoff Volleyball on 104.9 KLMJ.
Sometimes I worry.
Sometimes I'm scared.
Sometimes I'm overwhelmed.
Sometimes I cry.
And that's okay, because sometimes is not all the time.
It will be okay. You got this.
You got this.
You got this.
Number 5 in 2A, Appleton Parkersburg 15, Lake Mills 6. Lofted up into the air. Here's an attack on the left side by Larry of the Bulldogs, and it lands out of bounds for an AP point. And now the Falcons lead it by 10. It is 16-6. Another serve coming up from Wangsness. Pretty much all AP here in this first set. A long serve playable by the libero Ham in the back row. Punched over the net with one hand by Eastfold. And kept alive by Peyton Closter, but she sends it out of bounds in front of the scorer's table and whizzing right past the broadcast booth. 16-7. After the attack error by Closter. Can't really blame her for that one necessarily. It's out of bounds, just had to do what she had to do to try to keep it in. Set to the left side, Closter. That one is up into the air and into the Lake Mills coaching staff. That time it is a kill for Peyton Closter, already her 4th of this particular match. So this is popped up in the air on the left side. And Boozman keeps it alive. It comes back over the net after AP almost got caught out of system. Into the blockers, and a diving dig is made by Niemeyer. On the left side, Closter puts it down inside the back line. Some tremendous saves by the Falcons, and they lead at 18-7. Peyton Closter able to put it away for her 5th kill already. An 11-point Falcon lead. Lake Mills is out of timeouts here in this first set. Niemeyer serves it toward the back line, playable for Ham. Up to the left side, tapped over the net by Eastfold. Now toward the middle, Closter, dug by Ham high up into the air. That was a hot shot from Closter. Free ball over the net on the back row, dig goes to Wangsness. In the middle, it's Ava Eddy, dug on the right side of the court by Lake Mills. Set to the left, here comes a shot, Eastfold, and dug by Niemeyer. Pushed over the net with 2 hands by Boozman, now high up into the air on Lake Mills' side of the court, and a back row dig by Wangsness. Toward the middle, softly tapped over by Eddy and dug by Lake Mills. Right side attack, Larry off the top of the Falcon blockers, and Wangsness a back row dig. Closter on the left side, into the blockers, and down for a kill. They popped it up into the air, and no Lake Mills players were in the area. 19-7 AP. And here comes a serve from Niemeyer. Line drive serve playable for Lake Mills with Ham on the other side. Niemeyer runs up on the short pass over the net. Here's a shot off the top of the tape by Closter, and it's returned by AP. Lake Mills gets caught out of system, and they're not able to return it. It is 20-7 Falcons. Looking to run away with this opening set. Not seeing an update from Sumner Fredericksburg yet. Try to get one of those. On the right side, it's tapped over the net by Eastfold. Falcons 5 points away from a 1-0 lead. Into the Lake Mills blockers. Eddie couldn't quite get too far, couldn't quite get enough underneath it. And it's 20-8. AP has absolutely taken control here in this one. Lake Mills has just 4 kills so far and 8 points to show for it. Here's Closter on the left side, dug by Ham, up into the ceiling, and they're not able to return it. 7 kills already for Peyton Closter, and she has taken absolute control of this match. Jensen Closter is going to replace Wolf in the Falcon lineup. AP is 4 points away with a 21-8 lead. This one comes flying over the net on a serve from Boozman. Punched over the net, angling toward the back row by Sauer. Lake Mills doing a good job of keeping those in bounds, and it's going to be a kill by Ava Eddy in the middle. Lake Mills maybe could have gotten called for a lift, but Ava Eddy does get the shot. And that is her first kill of the match. AP's 3 points away, 22-8. This one is served over toward the right side from Boozman. Over top the AP blockers, and Boozman with a dig out of bounds keeps the play alive. Here comes Closter, launches it way too far out the back over toward the door, and a point to Lake Mills, 22-9. Well, when I asked Coach Cluspies about, what it takes to perform well in these playoff scenarios, she goes back to the strength of schedule and how they've been absolutely battle tested in the best conference in the state of Iowa, the North Iowa Cedar League. Boozman a set to the left side. It's Closter, fires down a shot, but it's dug by Larry. The libero for Lake Mills keeps it in bounds and over to the other side of the court. Out to the right side, Jensen Closter puts it down in bounds. Fires down the kill. A ton of velocity on that swing, and it's 23-9 AP. 2 points away from taking the first set. And here comes another serve from Peyton Closter, playable for Lake Mills. And they slap it over the net here with Dagstad. Behind the back set from Boozman, Jensen Closter puts it down through the blockers. And it's set point AP, 24-9. Lake Mills coming in here out of the top of Iowa Conference. Not nearly as strong of a schedule as teams in the North Iowa Cedar League play. Set to the left side, it's Wangsness. Puts down a shot, a swiping dig is made in the back row. It's going to be a joust at the net, won by Lake Mills, and a kill for Dagstad, her first of the night. 24-10. And the Falcons still have a chance to finish it off here in set 1 with a lot of breathing room. Eastvold will serve her right now for Lake Mills. It comes over the net from left to right. Set to the left side. Here comes Wangsness. The dig goes up into the ceiling, and they're not able to return it. Colby Wangsness finishes off set number 1, and the Falcons win it 25-10. A dominating first set for Appleton Parkersburg. They lead Lake Mills 1-0 after taking set number 1, 25-10. You're listening to Playoff Volleyball on 104.9 KLMJ.
Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate provides the service you expect. With over 50 years of experience, they are available to assist you with all your insurance and real estate needs. Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate is your local agent, helping protect what's important to you.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time,
But the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you.
in the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered?
Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
The definition of sportsmanship is the quality of showing fairness.
Respect and generosity towards the opposing team and officials.
The things you say and do are a direct reflection of your school and community.
Please stay positive and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
5 in 2A, Appleton Parkersburg defeated Lake Mills 25-10 in set number 1, and it's about time to head to set number 2 here inside the AP gym. Sumner Fredericksburg has defeated Osage 25-14 in set 1. So the two NICL teams are off to 1-0 leads. In fact, both of the semifinals happen to be the NICL hosting the top of Iowa. Here comes a short serve from Sauer. Underhand shot over the net. It comes from Adrian Niemeyer up toward the middle. Smack down to the right side of the court and out of bounds. A point to AP because of an attack error on Hannah Sterenberg. And that is how we get this one rolling with a 1-0 Falcon lead. Took it to the Bulldogs here in set number 1. The serve flies over to the right on the serve receive from Ham, and an underhand shot over the net by Larry. Up toward the middle, here comes Eddie. Almost gets the kill, it's kept alive inbounds. And Lake Mills returns it back over the net. Closer over top the blockers, dug up into the air in the back row by Sauer. Smacked on the right side by Eastvold. There was a whistle before the play was dead, and a net violation against AP. So that ties it at 1 here in set 2. We are tied at 1. Boozman is set to the left. Closer into the blockers, ricocheted back. And Lake Mills totally out of sorts. They let it land right in front of them. They thought it was going over the net. 2-1 AP. Jensen Closter comes in to replace Wolf. And man, what an X factor she has proven to be. Expecting her to be an exciting player to watch in the years to come here for AP. Tap to the left side of the court, puts it down on the line, and where's the ruling? Inbounds, a point to Lake Mills. And a hard kill by the Bulldogs. AP decided to let that one fly. But Lake Mills has tied it up here at 2-2. Here comes a serve by Larry from left to right as I see it from my courtside broadcast location. And Closter puts it into the net. Got a little too much on top of it, and Lake Mills leads it 3-2. Their first lead since it was 1-0 back in the first set. Larry serves it right now for Lake Mills. A high and short serve. The serve receive comes over the net. A set to the right side, and Dagstead puts it too far out the back, and an attack error on the Bulldogs. So for the regional semifinals and beyond, they bring in 4-person officiating crews. The school does not provide the line judges for this round of the playoffs and beyond. Here is a service ace by AP. Eastvold reached out the arms and could not keep it in bounds, and the leading ace player in Class 2A, Peyton Closter, picks up another one. The ace leader of 2A. Here comes another one. Over the net it comes and playable for Lake Mills. Up toward the right side, pushed into the net, and a point to the Falcons. And it's 5-3 AP here in set 2. Winner of this one gets the winner of Sumner, Fredericksburg, and Osage. The Cougars took the first set on their home courts. Location of that one in the regional final on Wednesday night is TBD. Into the top of the net, and Lake Mills punches it over. There is a whistle. 4 hits is the call against the Bulldogs, and AP leads it 6-3. So neutral line judges from this point out. Here comes a serve from Peyton Closter. Set it up high to the left side and punched over the net by Sauer. Easily dug by AP. There's a kill by Wangsness, and Lake Mills not able to get it back over. Ball comes flying over toward me. Colby Wangsness, 4 kills here in this one. 7-3 is the Falcon lead. Had no problems in set 1, winning 25-10. Over in Dyke, the Wolverines defeated Hudson 25-11 in set 1. Punched over the net. Dagstad, and it's a point to Lake Mills. 7-4. South Hardin defeated Ridgeview 25-22, a close one in set one. Boozman is set to the right side. Jensen Closter fires down the kill. Jasmine Schwartz of Lake Mills out on the dive, could not get to it. Grundy Center in Emmetsburg, that's about the last one I'll be looking for tonight. See if I can find a quick update there. And Grundy Center took the first set 25-15. Here's a shot on the left side for Lake Mills and a point. The kill goes to Cora Sauer. 8-5 is the score. And here comes a serve from Dagstad. That one lands just in front of the line, and a point to Lake Mills on the service ace. That is their first one of the match. And let's see if the Falcons can regroup here, leading by 2, but Lake Mills seems to have some new life. Boozman is set to the middle, and Uhlenhoff puts it over top the blockers, and a point to the Falcons, 9-6. Yeah, that Grundy Center Emmetsburg match is going to be interesting. Emmetsburg going into that one with just 5 losses on the season. But that strength of schedule of the NICL giving Grundy Center the edge. Here comes a shot on the right side and a kill from Cora Sauer. Lake Mills has cut it back to 2 once again, 9-7. And it'll be a serve coming up from Tenley Kessler. Line drive serve goes over the net, playable for Niemeyer. Up to the left side, here comes Wangsness, pushes it down toward the back line, and a kill. 5 kills here in the match for Colby Wangsness. The Falcons lead at 10-7. AP came out swinging in the first set, 25-10. It's going to be tough to hold them to that few points as at this point in this set, based on how things have gone so far. Dug in the back row by Wangsness. Dumped over the net by Boozman. The libero was in the right place at the right time on the dive. And this one's launched too far out the back. An attack error by Lake Mills. 11-7 AP. Last home match of the year, regardless of results. All the neutral finals, all the regional finals are in neutral sites. And a service error too far out the back by AP. First one of those of the night, and that was a big point of emphasis from Coach Klespies after recording 11 service errors against Ogden. First one comes right around the midway point of set 2. That's not too bad. High arcing serve comes over the net from Sauer. Toward the middle, Peyton Closter, and you cannot stop that. So fast off the swing of Closter. Angles it toward the right side of the court. And booms it for kill number 8 for her tonight. 12-8 Falcons here in set 2. Over the net it comes. The serve is received by Ham. And punched over the net on the left side of the court by Eastfold. Behind the back set, and it's Peyton Closter firing it down. Off the Lake Mills outside hitters for the kill. What a match Peyton Closter is turning out to have. And we got a little dude throwing the ball back over the other side. My guess is 6 to 7 years old. Here comes Niemeyer to serve it for AP. Up to the left side, a shot over the net, and a kill for Lake Mills. Over top the Falcon blockers, Avery Eastfold records it. And it is 13-9. Reagan Ham to serve right now for the Bulldogs. Set toward the middle, and Eddy launched it over toward the corner of the court in the back row, but kept in bounds by Lake Mills, and they return it. Here comes Eddy, another shot to the back, and it was Cora Sauer swiping the arms through it. I think she had a second thought when it was too late. It ends up being a point for Eddy. And here comes Boozman to serve it. And it's going to be an ace. Not returnable for Lake Mills. Bounce back right up against the net. And it's 15-9 Falcons. Looks like Lake Mills is getting ready to call a timeout. They might wait a couple more points. The serve angles toward the left of Lake Mills' court. Smacked over the net by Dagstad. Up to the right side, Jensen Closter fires down the shot, puts it inside the line, across the court from right to left. 16-9 Falcons. And there's that timeout called by Lake Mills that I figured was probably coming sooner rather than later. Number 5 in 2A, Appleton-Parkersburg 16, Lake Mills 9. Here at set number 2, Falcons lead at 1-0 here on 104.9 KLMJ in the regional semifinal.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands.
Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete. Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate provides the service you expect. With over 50 years of experience, they are available to assist you with all your insurance and real estate needs. Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate is your local agent, helping protect what's important to you.
Number 5 in 2A, Appleton-Parkersburg 16, Lake Mills 9 here in set 2. Falcons lead at 1-0 here in this regional semifinal. And Boozman serves it into the net, the second service error on the Falcons here in the match. 16-10 is the score. And a chance for Lake Mills to make this set closer than the first one, because the first one was 25-10. Right now it's 16-10. Softly tapped over the net. There's Ava Eddy. They don't always have to be hard swings. That one, she just flicked it over with the fingertips. It was an underhand one as well. Got the right placement on it. 17-10 AP. Here comes Peyton Closter to serve. Toward the back line. It hits the line for an ace. Amazing placement. 18-10 Falcons. And another serve from Closter right now. A hard serve goes over the net. And a lunging serve receive is made by Lake Mills and slapped over on the left-handed hook by Dagstad. And Niemeyer dives under the net in an effort to keep the play alive. And Lake Mills gets the point. Avery Eastfold to serve her right now. And it comes over the net. Lunged up into the air by Niemeyer. Tapped over the net. On the hook by Wangsness, and a lunging dig is made by Lake Mills. They fired over the net and out of bounds. 19-11 Falcons. Uhlenhop replaces Niemeyer. And here comes a serve by Eddy. Up into the air on the right side of the net. Into the Falcon blockers. Wangsness keeps it alive and punches it over the net with the right hand. And returned by Kessler. It'll be a joust toward the right side and a point to Lake Mills. Kessler puts that one down. Still a pretty comfortable lead for AP though, 19-12 here in set 2, 6 points away from a 2-0 lead. And that serve is way too far out the back. Believe it or not, that was Lake Mills' first service error of the match. Wolf is going to serve it right now for AP. And here it comes from right to left. Popped up in the air. Here's a set to the left side and a kill for Sterenberg, her first of the match. Niemeyer dove down to the ground, but was unable to get the dig. 20-13, and Lake Mills will serve it again. Falcons are 5 points away right now. And here comes the serve from Kessler. Punched over the net. Now a set to the left side. A shot toward the back line dug by Niemeyer. Wangsness on the left side into the Lake Mills blockers. Joust to the net by Wangsness. And Niemeyer down on the knees to keep it alive. Wangsness returns it. Goes up against the net, and Lake Mills is not able to get it back over. 21-13 AP. 4 points away here in set number 2. And here comes Wangsness to serve into the net. (21-14). Falcons looking to take a 2-0 lead. Pushed over the net by Boozman, and she gets the dump from the setter position, 22-14. Last year's regional final was a whole lot closer than this. It was a 3-2 win over Central Springs. It was an electric night here in the AP gym that night. Here's a shot over the net on the right side from Sterenberg, kept alive in the back row by Wangsness. Punch down in the middle, and there's Ava Eddy picking up the kill, her 4th of the match. 23-14 Falcons. Timeout, Lake Mills. They can really sense the pressure right now. Number 5 and 2A, Appleton Parkersburg 23, Lake Mills 14. Set number 2, Falcons lead it 1-0. It's playoff volleyball in the regional semifinal on 104.9 KLMJ.
Hey AP Falcon fans, did you know there is a place on our website that you can find everything you need to know about our broadcasts and even links to other schools' broadcasts? Go to our website www.pcsd.net and click on live streaming in the upper right-hand corner or on the picture of the computer on the right. This will bring you to our live stream central page where you can find our updated broadcast schedule, links to the programs for current events going on, a game day link for our broadcasts, and links to other schools' broadcasts where we might play. If you feel so inclined, you can even donate towards our broadcasts as we continue to upgrade our equipment to make these live events for you viewing pleasure. Thank you all for your continued support, and as always, go Falcons.
Niemeyer serves it. Right up against the net, a shot on the left side. What a dig by Niemeyer. Peyton Closter with a shot on the left side into the Lake Mills blockers. Natalie Larry up there on the right side combines with Kessler. Dyke New Hartford has defeated Hudson 25-11 in set 2 for a 2-0 lead. And that one, here's a serve right now from Ham of Lake Mills. 23-15 Falcons. 2 points away from a 2-0 lead. Up to the left side, softly tapped over the net. And here comes Closter, fires it down through the Lake Mills defenders. And now it's set point for the Falcons, 24-15. 10 kills for Peyton Closter here in the first 2 sets. And Boozman looking to put this one away. Over to that to the right side of the court. Tapped into the Falcon blockers and down for a kill. Bailey Dagstad. (24-16). And here comes the serve. And that one lands out of bounds. A service error by Lake Mills to end set number 2. Interesting way to end a set, but that is how the Falcons take a 2-0 lead. Let's go to set 3. Coming up next on 104.9 KLMJ here in the regional semifinals. Falcons are a set away from taking this one home.
Sometimes I worry.
Sometimes I'm scared.
Sometimes I'm overwhelmed.
Sometimes I cry.
And that's okay, because sometimes is not all the time.
It will be okay. You got this.
You got this.
You got this.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time,
but the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you.
in the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered?
Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate provides the service you expect. With over 50 years of experience, they are available to assist you with all your insurance and real estate needs. Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate is your local agent, helping protect what's important to you.
Let's go to set number 3 here inside the AP gym. Number 5 and 2A, Appleton Parkersburg leads Lake Mills 2-0 by set wins of 25-10 and 25-16. Sumner Fredericksburg leads Osage 2-0. And an attack error into the net by Lake Mills with Larry. 4 hits is the official call, how it'll go down to the books. And Grundy Center has defeated Emmetsburg 25-15. So the Spartans have a 2-0 lead as well, as does Dyke New Hartford over Hudson. Good night for the NICL so far, aside from Hudson, of course. Free ball behind the back by Boozman. Set up to the left side, punched over the net. Up into the ceiling. Niemeyer runs over toward the wall, and it's a point to Lake Mills. What a shot. So we are tied at 1. As we get rolling in set number 3. Falcons looking to punch their ticket to the regional final. And a serve into the net by Lake Mills, 2-1 AP. Third service error of the match by Lake Mills. Serve from Boozman is playable by Eastfold up to the right side. Into the blockers, and Larry fires down the shot for Lake. Oh, hold on a sec. It's going to be a point to AP because it was a foul against Lake Mills. So the Falcons lead it now 3-1. And Boozman will serve it right now. AP's pretty much had their way the entire match so far. The serve angles to the right and kept in bounds by Lake Mills. Larry on the left side punches down the shot. Check that was Eastfold over there for Lake Mills, and it is 3-2. Falcons still lead it though. Larry is back to serve. If AP wins, it would be their second consecutive regional final appearance. Boozman with the set behind the back. Jensen Closter softly taps it this time. Good enough for a kill. Gets the AP student section fired up. 4-2 Falcons. See if they can pull away and make quick work of Lake Mills. We're 45 minutes into this thing, just underway in set 3. A high set this time to the right side. Eastfold with a smack, but it's dug by Niemeyer. Right place at the right time. Here comes Wangsness into the Lake Mills blockers, and it lands inbounds. And a point to the Bulldogs. Not a lot of time to celebrate for Lake Mills being down 2-0. And here comes a serve from Eastfold. Just gets over the net. Set to the left side, Wangsness. Over top the net it goes. And playable right now for Lake Mills. On the left side, it's punched over the net by Sauer. Jensen Closter into the blockers, kept alive by Niemeyer. And it gets over the net cleanly, played by Wangsness off of the save by Eddie. Right side attack into the net by Lake Mills. 5 to, hold on a second. 4 hits was the call against AP. They didn't blow it dead, so it's going to be a point to Lake Mills. Everyone on the court is super confused. When it's 4 hits, you got to blow it dead. But that did not happen. Here comes Wangsness, taps it over the net on the left side. And it's going to be a point to AP. 6 kills for Wangsness in this one. 6 on the court right now for AP. Eddie, Boozman, closer. Wangsness and Uhlenhop. Eddie serves it. A line drive serve, playable for Lake Mills. Up to the left side, Sauer fires it over the net for the kill. And that is her 5th of the match. 5-5 is the score. AP took the first 2 sets, 25-10 and 25-16. Served over the net by Dagstad. Up to the right side, Jensen Closter, boom. 6-5 Falcons. Smacks it down on the right side of the court. 7 kills, Jensen Closter. Peyton's got 10, Wangsness has 6. Eddie's got 4, Uhlenhop's got 3, Boozman has 1. Wolf serves it right now, high up into the air on the serve receive. An attack on the right side, Sauer. Gets over top of Boozman. Now here comes Wangsness. Softly taps it, but it lands out of bounds and a point to Lake Mills. That one was sailing out the whole way. Easy one for Lake Mills to let go. And we are tied at 6 here in set 3. Kessler serves it right now. Uhlenhop in the middle, dug in the back row by Lake Mills. The dig goes over the net, and Uhlenhop wins the joust. So she gets the kill anyway. Looked like she was going to get one at first. Lake Mills kept it alive, but Uhlenhop was able to finish it off in the middle. Wangsness serves it toward the back line, popped up into the air, and an attack into the net. Misfired by Larry. 8-6 is the Falcon lead here in set 3. And Wangsness serves. And into the net it goes on the attack error by Eastfold. AP leads it 9-6. 34-6 is AP's overall record. Just total domination for the most part as a whole this season. And into the block of Closter and Uhlenhop, putting it down for the Falcons. And a timeout has been called by Lake Mills. Number 5 in 2A, Appleton Parkersburg leads Lake Mills 10-6 here in set number 3 in this regional semifinal. Number 5 in 2A, Appleton Parkersburg 10, Lake Mills 6 here in set 3. Falcons lead the match 2-0. Here's a serve by Wangsness. Lake Mills is set toward the middle, punched over the net, too far out the back, and an attack error, 11-6 Falcons. To illustrate how dominant AP has been, they have not lost a set, period, since a 2-1 win over Wapsie Valley in the NICL tournament third place match. Did lose to Denver that night. That was their previous loss. Here comes a shot by Uhlenhop. That thing was hard off of her hand. 12-6. 5 kills so far for Zoe Uhlenhop. And this is angling toward the right side of the court. And an underhand free ball over the net by the Lake Mills libero. That's Ham. And Zoe Uhlenhop on the right side this time pops down the kill. And she's got 6 of them. High up into the air. And a set to the right side. And it's a kill for Lake Mills. Hold on a sec. Under the net is the call. And it's a point to AP. So the Falcons will take that 14-6. AP pulling away here in this third set, looking to polish off the sweep here in this regional semifinal. Looking to punch their ticket to Wednesday night's regional final. Likely against Sumner Fredericksburg, who has a 2-0 lead over Osage right now. It's going to be a free ball over the net by Ham. She was lucky she got to it quick enough. Closer on the left side, kept alive by Lake Mills, and a two-handed dump over the net by Kessler. Here comes Uhlenhop putting down the shot and the kill. And Kessler could not get the dig. 7 kills here for Uhlenhop. She's had a nice set 3 so far. And right now it's a serve for Wangsness. That was a hard serve that the serve receive came back over the net. And Closter puts it into Lake Mills blockers for a Bulldog point, 15-7. AP still in front. And we got Lake Mills trying to make sure that they have the correct rotation going on here. And this serve goes out of bounds. A service error by Sauer. 4 service errors for Lake Mills tonight, 3 for AP. AP get 5 aces tonight, Lake Mills just 1. Niemeyer serves it. Pretty decent serve receive for both teams tonight. And a shot that bounces off the top of the net. Avery Eastvold puts down the kill for Lake Mills. She's their kill leader on the season. Only 6 of them tonight. Second leading killer, Bailey Dagstad, only has 3 of them so far in the match. Ava Eddy, a shot toward the back row. A joust kept alive by Niemeyer and punched over on the free ball by Peyton Closter. Dagstad too far out the back. 16-8 AP, make it 17-8. Jensen Closter is going to come in to replace Wolf. This thing at one point was tied at 6-6 here in set 3. AP now leads 17-8. Here's a shot and a kill left side Lake Mills. 17-9. So here's Boozman, a set toward the middle, and Ava Eddy softly taps it. Going to be kept alive, but a two-handed free ball from the middle of the court by Lake Mills. Jensen Closter, it was tipped by Lake Mills. Larry got a hand on it, and Closter picks up her 8th kill of the match. So here comes the serve from Closter. Into the blockers. Kept alive by the Falcons. Up on the right side, Jensen Closter puts it too far out of bounds and a point to Lake Mills. 18-10 is the score right now. AP 7 points away from going to the regional final on Wednesday night. A pretty deep roster this year. Coach Cluspy has said that when they're playing well, they are tough to beat no matter who you are. It's a set to the net, pushed over by Dagstad, and AP gets called for a lift with Ava Eddy right up against the net. Trying to keep it alive, 18-11. As long as AP is able to finish this one off, they will go into the regional final with a chance to make it to their 2nd straight state tournament. And it's going to be, it's a kill on the left side by Wangsness. Just inbounds, apparently. 19-11 Falcons. And a serve right now for Eddy. swing into the net, and a point to AP. The blockers, Yule and Hop up there to help with the block with Wangsness, and it's 20-11 Falcons. 5 points away, and a serve into the net by Eddie. But again, a much better night at the service line for AP compared to Wednesday night against Ogden. Lake Mills does have one timeout left. AP is not one to use, had to use one at all tonight. Left side shot from Lake Mills. It arcs over the net, and the dig goes to Boozman. Now here's Wangsness on the left side into the Lake Mills blockers, and they get a point. 20-13 is the Falcon lead. And they will serve her right now. And that one hits the net. And we got substitutions right now. Wolf comes in to replace Jensen Closter. And it'll be Emma Wolf to serve. AP's 4 points away. An attack on the right side. Sliding dig is made by Peyton Closter. And Wangs just puts it too far out the back. Peyton Closter is quieted down a little bit. It's kind of crazy. I don't have her for a kill here in this third set. She's got 10 total, and that's the team high. Here's a serve right now for Lake Mills with Kessler up into the air. Uhlenhop, dig goes to Kessler. Punched over by Sauer. A whistle. A double hit against Lake Mills. AP is now 3 points away, 22-14. And the crowd can certainly feel this one. For the most part, this has been no contest. Punch toward the back row. Niemeyer up into the air. A dump and a dig by Closter. Pushed over by Boozman, and it's returned out of bounds outside the antenna, and a point to AP. 23-14, the Falcons are 2 points away. Here comes the I Believe chant. Wangsness serves it over the net. Return from the back row by Lake Mills and a sliding dig by Wangsness. Here comes Uhlenhop in the center. What a shot. That was hard. Eastfold on the dig, which got returned back into the net. And now it is match point for AP. 24-14 in set 3. Wangsness on the serve. Up into the air toward the right side. Falcons try to get the block, couldn't get it. Here comes Closter trying to end it toward the back line and in. 25-14. The Falcons win it. And for the second year in a row, Appleton Parkersburg is going to the regional final. They earn a 3-0 sweep of Lake Mills here on their home court. Post-game coverage is coming up next. You're listening to Playoff Volleyball on 104.9 KLMJ.